Hello and welcome to the United Stand. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. When attacking football gets you nowhere, Mo Salah sit down. Did he even play? Why didn't they play Salah today? I don't understand it. Apparently Salah's the best player in the league and he didn't even pick him. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. Brilliant performance from Manchester United in the first half. They put us through the ringer in the second half. The brilliant thing is, I think what happened in that game is Mourinho bettered Klopp with attacking football in the first half, and then the second half, just to rub it in a little bit more, just went, you know what, I will park the bus now. I am going to park the bus now. 2-1 flattered Liverpool. It should have been 2-0. We gave them an own goal. Name me one opportunity, one thing De Gea had to do in that whole game. He didn't have to make a save. Yes, Liverpool had 10 corners, we had 1. But how many saves did De Gea have to make? They're the best attacking football in the league. They couldn't break us down once. They couldn't break us down once. And what are the Scousers going to say this time? What are you going to say? Oh, you park the bus. Oh, you come to Anfield and you park the bus. Well, we didn't park the bus today. We didn't park the bus today. We got 2-0 up in front of you. And then in the second half, we went, bring it. What have you got? What have you got? And I'll tell you what they've got. Nothing in the first half. Nothing in the second half. Klopp absolutely beasted by Mourinho today because he couldn't get through. Bailly scored the goal for you. Bailly's man of the match for me. Absolutely superb from him. Rashford brilliant in the first half. I thought Lukaku was going to get man of the match, but I felt so sorry for Lukaku in the second half. He just became redundant. He may as well have sat next to Mourinho because he had nothing to do. We were really poor going forward in the second half. But the damage was done in the first half. Brilliant performance in the first half. Rashford, the rebirth of Rashford, we knew it was going to happen at some point. You can't keep a talent like that down. But Liverpool fans, where are you? Where are you? You've been giving it big all week. Where are you? Come on, where are you? Sit down. Sit down. Back in your caves. 5 times, 5 times, 5 times. Get back in the dark for another year. Beaten comprehensively. They cannot come back. They've got nothing to come back at. Oh, you parked the bus, this, that and the other. We won. We scored 2 goals. We scored 2 good goals. You created nothing. Created nothing. I'm almost tempted to say Liverpool's defence and midfield are alright. Their attack's crap because they created nothing. But apparently they've got the best attack in the league. Well, what have we got then? If our manager and our team can totally blunt you that easily, sit down. What an absolutely fantastic result for Manchester United. You can Skype in and have your say. It is Skype Goldbridge, all one word. We are going to be taking your calls. Salad is overrated, says Matt Keem K. I don't like a salad, but it's good for you. We scored 3, says Daniel Roden. We actually did. We actually did. Sit down, Liverpool. We are the better and bigger club. They've had it tonight. Their weekend's been destroyed. They cannot come back from that. There is nothing they can do. I think Mourinho almost gave them a tour de force. First half, I can attack you and win. Second half, see if you can break me down. You know, it wasn't pleasant for United fans in the second half, I agree. But, well, it was tense, it was nervous, but the first half made it all worthwhile. Ah, sit down, Salah. Where's Salah? I can't believe it. We're going to go live to Liverpool. Oh, he's parked the bus again. Mourinho, he's parked the bus again. Where's Salah? Why didn't Salah play? It's not our fault. We're still the best. Delusional Scousers. Yes, I love this game, says Zaki. I want to take a call. I'm trying to get a call here. Jake Samuel. Okay, let's go with you. I like your avatar, so I've clicked you. Hello, is that Samuel?
Hello, yes it is.
Great, Samuel. How you doing, pal?
Yeah, good, thanks. Just a hot night here in Australia, so been watching the game and I thought we were absolutely fantastic. I thought the fact that we made Liverpool look so bad means we were so good. For me, it's that simple. I think people just don't give enough credit for defensive football. I grew up as a defender, as a central defensive midfielder and a centre-back, and the job that we did today against Liverpool with the talent that they have, that was absolutely amazing. That was such a good match to watch. The intensity was high. It really felt like a Manchester United versus Liverpool game. I don't know if you agree with that. There's been a couple that have been a little bit lackluster, but I thought that one was like almost a classic, really. The intensity was so high. The fans were into it as well. It was a really, really good one to watch.
I think the great thing is we speak about United first half not turning up and second half we turn up. I mean, Sahik's just said we were poor in the second half, but The first half was just so good, and you get that early goal, I think it was 12, 13 minutes from Rashford. That gets the crowd up. Then we get another one, and they're rocking, and that's what we want to see. It did become the 12th man, and everything was right about that performance. And you know what? I didn't enjoy the second half. I don't think many people did. I didn't like the fact that we parked the bus. I don't think many people did. But what we did see is look. It was only nervous because we scored an own goal, and it was a lucky, fortuitous own goal. The reality is, you said it yourself, Liverpool created nothing. I mean, what? You know, we're not a Liverpool fan channel, but were you surprised at how blunt Liverpool were up front?
Yeah, a little bit, to be honest with you. I mean, I've heard about their forward three like intermingling and stuff, but they just seemed so static, especially Firmino and Salah. I thought Mane probably looked the more dangerous out of the three. But I think we just shut them down so efficiently. It was almost a little bit surprising, as bad as that is to say, because we should be confident in Mourinho's ability to shut, flair players down. But I thought it was a bit surprising that they were actually that bad, which I think, again, just shows how good we were and how good the setup from Mourinho was. It was, I think, really, really fantastic.
Who would you give is your man of the match?
Man, that's a tough one. I thought Bailly put in some great last-ditch defensive. I thought he was really, really good. Other than his own goal, I think that's what takes it away from him. You got to give it to Rashford, though, the 2 goals. I think a shout-out to Matic as well. I know you're not always his biggest fan, but I thought that today he, again, stepped up in a big game. And I think in the bigger games, he seems to maybe put in a bit more of a performance. Not sure if he knows that more people are watching him. I don't know what it is about Matic. It seems like against the bigger sides, he steps his game up a bit.
Yeah. Well, thanks for opening the show for us, pal. I'm reliably told that you are Guardy FIFA from YouTube. Is that right?
Yeah, I am. That's correct, yeah.
There you go. A little bit of a shout out for you as well. Really great call, and please do call in again.
Will do. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, pal. Yeah, I mean, look, let me just read this super chat out from Manchester's. He says, even though we parked the bus in the second half, they created nothing, so it wasn't bad, and Fellaini destroyed their corners, which he did. I didn't think Fellaini looked fit. I wasn't having a pop at Fellaini for his performance. I didn't think he looked fit, but he made us a lot better from corners, and it nullified. They had a lot of corners, but when Fellaini came on, they didn't look that impressive from them at all. Performance-wise, McTominay gets a big shout out for me. He's a kid, and I think if he'd had a bad game today, I would not have wanted him thrown under the bus, because he's a kid thrown into a difficult situation. I thought he played well. Rashford was fantastic. Lukaku played well in the first half. He just had nothing in the second half because we did park the bus. Superb performances, says Levan. Bay made a big difference. I thought Smalling was fantastic again. I'm sort of wanting to pick out the players that people don't want to give credit to. Ashley Young was brilliant. Valencia played well. Smalling played well. Young played well. Bay, brilliant. Matic was brilliant. McTominay, brilliant. Lukaku played well. Mata. I'd say United's worst player was probably Alexis Sanchez. All effort, but he was quite wasteful with the ball. So, and I'm not saying he played badly. I just think everybody else just played really, really, really well. Let's go and grab another call. It should click. Shane, can you hear me?
How you doing, Mark? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you feeling?
I'm great.
Did you expect that today? I mean, we all wanted it, but did you expect that win today?
Absolutely. I think, have anyone been watching Jurgen Klopp? If you take space away, if you don't have a high line and you don't pass out from the defenders, Liverpool score 2 types of goals. Space them behind on the counter or press the defenders into mistake. Apart from that, they don't score no goals. None, unless Salah pulls one out. Jose Mourinho, Klopp, if I'm not correct, he's only scored 1 goal against Jose since he's been Prem, the penalty. Remember Pogba gave away a penalty last year at Old Trafford?
Yeah.
He's not scored against Jose. So I actually did. I was happy. I think Rashford started coming on the weekend. When did he come on? Was it against Palace, isn't it?
Yeah, last Monday, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just gave him great confidence, man. Because I've not seen him play like this since September or October. Like probably 5 months ago. I'm just really, really happy with Rashford form, because Gary Neville mentioned this probably like 2 months back, but I really, really, really think Jose's got a sneaky chance in the Champions League. I've been feeling it all year. I feel like it's hard to beat Jose Mourinho over 2 legs. I know everyone was complaining about the Seville away trip, but come on, like they're not gonna beat us at Old Trafford. Jose Mourinho is a genius, and he's been to like 8 semi-finals in Champions League more than any other manager. I'm a Jose In guy, but I do know he has his faults. But we need to get behind the manager, get behind the team, and we can proper win the FA Cup and Champions. Because Tottenham, they're gonna bottle the FA Cup. I'm not even worried about Spurs. The Spurs are the Spurs, isn't it? We can win the FA Cup and the Champions League. We need to get behind the boys, man.
I'll tell you what though, Shane, I like that because the reality is we've beaten Liverpool, and for me, I'm really happy about it. But my mind's already thinking about Sevilla because this is what we are. We're a big club. We win one battle and we move on to the next. And at the end of the day, what have we done today? We've sat the Scousers down. We've been the brilliance of beating Liverpool is the rivalry and shutting up their deluded fan base who think they've got the best attack in Europe.
It's not the fan base that's been even annoying me because they've not won that since 1990. So I'm not worried about Liverpool. I listened to a lot of radio and a lot of. They were asking, I think this morning, is Man U fans jealous of Liverpool because of how they play? Bruv, Klopp has not won a trophy since 2011. Liverpool's won 1 trophy in 10. Why would we? Are they like trolling? Are they trolling Man U at the moment? Because I feel like these ridiculous topics and narratives on the radio, it makes me want to turn it off. Like, why would we be jealous of Liverpool football? Well,
exactly. I mean, are we going to see them? You know, if Liverpool win that game 2-1 today, guarantee everyone's living up Klopp's backside forever. Are we going to see positivity around Mourinho from the press? Are we? Hell, they won't. They'll find some other way of dressing it up. When the reality is, apparently the best attackers in the league come to Old Trafford. We could have played till next Thursday. I don't think they would have created a chance.
Yeah, this is why I think stats is a bit overrated in football. I watch football, I judge it by my eyes, Mark. And what my eyes have told me in 3 years, if you sit back and let Liverpool have the ball, especially now Coutinho's going to have no creative midfielders. All they rely on is counter-attacking or Firmino pressing one of the defenders into mistakes, like they do against every big team, because a lot of big teams don't have clever managers to know just don't pass the ball out. All you got to do beat Liverpool, drop back deep and don't pass the ball out of your defenders. And it's quite simple to beat them. They're not that great. And I'm not even exaggerating because we just beat them. It's actually facts. Sit back against Liverpool. It's good, man. I'm just happy, Mark, man. I'm just happy with the team.
Shane, thanks for calling in. Really good points. And I'll speak to you again soon.
Top man.
Cheers, pal. And Shane's spot on because we were talking about this all week. I've said it for months about Klopp. Plan A. He's a Plan A manager. He's got no Plan B. If you've watched the United stand for any length of time, we've been speaking about this for over 2 years about Klopp. He's got no Plan B. They can't, you know, the only way they were going to score today, as Shane was saying, as we were saying through the watch along, Van Dijk was their best chance from a corner. Was their best chance of scoring because their Plan A way of playing is to hurt you on the break. And if you don't allow yourself to be hurt on the break, like United didn't, even in the first half, what are they going to do? They were toothless. Firmino, Mane and Salah. Oh, Salah. Oh, Mane. On Bobby Firmino. But we won't score any goal. You know, rubbish. Rubbish song. And a rubbish front three. You've just been absolutely schooled by the world. And the great thing is, Manchester United versus Liverpool, the whole world is watching. That's rubbish. You know, where Salah who? Absolutely put in the pocket of Ashley Young. Mantas Sendanak, I can't even say it, says McTominay was very good. You can't deny that. Had some doubts before the game about Ashley Young, but he kept Salah in his pocket. Exactly. Thanks for the contribution. It was just an absolutely bang-on performance from Mourinho, and they don't have a plan B. And if you're a Liverpool fan tonight, unlucky, but not unlucky in relation to the game, unlucky that you are so deluded because he's what? Where do you go if you're a Liverpool fan? I try and look at that if I'm a United fan and we'd lost 2-1 like that, not creating anything, where a team basically outplayed you in the first half. You had a lot of the ball, but you absolutely got done. And then the second half, that same team decides to sit back. Come on, what you got? Lukaku could have gone and had a rest. He did nothing. He had no ball. And they still created nothing. They got a goal from a very, very lucky own goal. They had nothing. And you know, I've got Carragher in my eye line. I've got Souness in my eye line on the TV. What is your excuse? You know, you've got a manager that you love because he's a passion merchant, but he only plays one way. He only plays one way. And I just want to say before I take another call as well, we did it without Pogba. No Pogba. No Martial. with that midfield, we still beat Liverpool convincingly. Absolutely bang on. And I think that the focus on attacking football has just been sat down. Absolutely sat down. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop a like on the video if you're feeling happy, which I'm sure many of you are. I'm going to take another call now. Let's see what people are got to say. 65 points for us, 60 for Liverpool. Ben, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How you doing, pal?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Good, good. What do you want to talk about?
I mean, it was a great game. I just want to talk about Shaw. It was a great game. I feel Shaw has to play. Young did play well. I mean, going forward, Shaw has to play. Shaw's our best left back. Play Shaw. Again, McTominay, I think he done all right. I still don't think it's what we need going forward. I do think we need a Fabinho going forward in the summer. You can't rely on McTominay every game. Today was just a good game, but I definitely feel we need Fabinho in the summer and Luke Shaw to play to move forward. We can't keep playing Youngen, McTominay, Fellaini. It's too slow. It's way too slow.
I think the thing that I always felt quite confident in this game was that it's a derby, really. Everybody's up for it. The crowd's up for it, and I think it was a really good performance from Ashley Young. I think it was an up for it performance. There were a couple of points in the game where it could have gone a little bit wrong for him, but he was all effort, and it was. I mean, El Presidente says I'd give him man of the match. I mean, he dealt with Salah. I mean, Salah was the danger, and Ashley Young dealt with him. Yeah,
we didn't see Salah. They said Salah's the best African player in the Prem. We didn't see Salah. Young went on empty his pocket when he gets home, car keys, phone, and Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
I mean, going forward, I mean, we need to play this same enthusiasm on Tuesday. I'm going to the game on Tuesday. We need the same team. We need the team pumped up for it, Mark. We need them to be pumped up, ready from the off.
I tell you what, though. I think that if you're going to the game on Sevilla, I mean, how confident are you in that? Because I think the way that Sevilla don't have the front three that Liverpool did, and we shut that down, they do have a lot of the ball. Liverpool had a lot of the ball, so it may well have been a very good dress rehearsal for Tuesday.
I mean, I'm very confident, but you know, Mark, that one away goal and the crowd will go flat. Which has happened before. That one away goal happening at Real Madrid when Alex Ferguson was here. One away goal and the crowd goes flat. We can't rely on. We need to go out there and score 2-3 goals by half-time, kill the game off by half-time. We can't go in 60 minutes 1-0 because we know how we defend. We'll concede 70th minute, game done. Away goal is key, so we need to go on Tuesday and really pump Sevilla 2-3-0 by half-time.
Who would you give your man of the match, Ben?
It's a hard one, to be honest. I mean, it would have been Lukaku, but second half he went missing. I mean, you're not going to agree with me. I think I have to say Scott. Scott really did well on the field today. Scott really did in a game where he had to perform no Pogba. I'm going to give it to Scott today. He really put his heart on his sleeve and played for the United badge, which not all players do. He put the United badge out there and he showed 100% effort and commitment. I
agree. I thought it was. I can't think of anything he did wrong in that game. I thought like others he played really well. But I think the impressive thing about him, he's just a kid. Thanks for calling in, Ben, and please do call in again.
No problem, Mark. Yeah, cheers, great show. Cheers, Mark. Bye.
Good calls. We'll take more. Let's move to the live comments. Yeah, don't forget that we haven't got Pogba and Martial today as well. You know, arguably two of our best players not involved. Marcus Rashford, the rebirth, as Ikena said, is just going back to that. I mean, the second half was painful, wasn't it? Because it's nervous and, you know, that's football. But the first half was just a joy, an absolute joy. And Rashford's goal, I just will watch back and back again, that first one. It was just class. You know, from De Gea to the flick onto Lukaku. He then, I mean, this Trent Alexander, whatever his name is, apparently he's a really good right back. Remember when I did the combined 11 on Thursday, and apparently we should be putting Trent Alexander-Arnold or whatever his name is at right back over Valencia. I'll tell you what, he needs to go right back to the youth team or something, because Rashford absolutely ended him. Absolutely ended him with that goal. And when you score a goal like that, we've had goals like that scored against us, and you can't really... Yeah, you can be critical, but the goal is just flawless. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a brilliant goal. The chop back to get it onto his right foot, and the shot into the bottom corner. Oh, unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. And, you know, just very, very, very pleased with United. And Lukaku had such a part to play in both goals. And I agree. I think McTominay was superb. Matic was superb. Fellaini coming on worried me a little bit. He just didn't look fit, but what he did do is he put himself about and he made himself very, very useful in the when we were defending the corners. So I can't complain about anything because we came out with a result. And remember, all those people who were saying, "Oh, I would take a draw at the start of the game," because that's how people sort of felt about it. They were like, you know, it's a tough one. We've got people out. Who knows? Sit down, Salah, says great Malisa. I'm trying to take another call here. I thought I had, but it may be that they've hung up, so we'll try this one. Hello? No, he's gone. George, can you hear me?
Mark, how you going, mate?
How you doing, pal?
Good, mate. Yourself?
I'm absolutely ecstatic. I mean, the second half was hard work, but ultimately, if somebody said you're going to get 2-1 win over Liverpool, I'd have took it. What did you think about the game, the tactics, and the way it went?
Oh, awesome. Hey, I was my prediction for the game was 3-0.
3-0 to United?
Yeah.
Wow, you were feeling confident. Rocking, fair play.
Yeah, I was. Hey, come on, mate. Liverpool ain't nothing special the day.
I think that's the surprising thing. Did you expect? You know, maybe I fell into the hype of Liverpool a bit, but I expected a better Liverpool than that. I mean, to not have a shot on goal in the whole game is pretty poor from a team that apparently has got the best attack in the league.
Hey, we're talking about coming to Old Trafford and United. Mourinho is a smart man.
Have you always been a fan of Mourinho then? You're not one of these fans that have doubted him or thought he's a bit negative?
No, I've always been. I wanted Mourinho as soon as Fergo finished.
What do you think?
Moyes.
No, Moyes is rubbish. What are you thinking about the game against Sevilla in midweek? Are you more confident about that now? Do you think it sets us up better for the game, having played a team that will play a lot of possession football?
End of the day, man, like I'm 100% backing Mourinho. I think he's the man to bring United back to glory.
I hope you're right. Who was your man of the match today?
It's got to be Rashford. 2 goals. Can't beat that.
Thanks for calling, George. Please do call in again.
No, but thank you. Hey, and one thing is, I love your channel, man. Hey, keep it up.
Will do, pal. And we can't do it without all you lot. So thanks for calling in as well.
No worries, mate. Have a good night, huh?
Yeah, you too, pal. You too. Of course, the great thing is as well, for if you're UK based, it's 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. We've absolutely ended the Scousers, and we can all look forward to fan cams from Flex. I mean, imagine what the fans are going to be like tonight. Can't wait to see those fan cams. And we can all have a great Saturday night. Sit back, chill. Nice Sunday tomorrow. Sunday night live show, 8 o'clock tomorrow. Preparing for the Sevilla game on Tuesday night with a bit of, you know, Brighton next week as well at home. I think we're going to win that. So it's all, you know, everything changes, doesn't it? Everything changes nice and simply. We're celebrating. We are celebrating. We're absolutely celebrating. All right, I'm going to try this one because he's been trying to get on for a while. Ali, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Lost him. Let me try this guy. Right. I'm having a little bit of problems, don't worry. So disappointing for Liverpool, says Lunas Revived. Look, if you're a Liverpool fan on your ear, and you're on here, there's probably something you can do. Is there any Liverpool fan TV out there? No, they have something called Red Men TV, which is basically quite self-important and tactics and stuff like that. I don't think they'll be out doing like what Arsenal fan TV do or what we do. Deluded. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm going to invent something for you now. It's called Liverpool Fan TV. Right. Calm down, calm down. I can't believe it. Oh, Salah, where was he? Where was Salah? Well, Klopp's the best in the world. The referee ruined it. It was a handball on Valencia. We should have won that 5-2. Oh, United are so lucky they parked their bus from minute one. Rashford, oh, it's just lucky. Lucky. Trent Arnold, Alexander Burke, or whatever his name is, he's going to be the best right back in the world. And, oh, the second goal, it's a fluke. It's a fluke. We dominated it. 69% possession. Oh, God. I can't believe it. We've lost it. Those lucky Manx. I can't believe it. That's the sort of nonsense you're going to get on Liverpool Fan TV. There it is. That's all you're going to get. The reality is, Liverpool gave it the big un. Oh, we're going to come. It almost reminds me a little bit of what we were like back in October when we were going to Anfield and we were like, oh, we're going to go there, 4-0 FC, we're going to beat them. We parked the bus, we took a point. It's so deluded and stupid, and I wish I'd never done it in October as well, but Liverpool fans did it. Oh, we're going to go to our biggest rival, we're going to play him off the park and we're going to win. It totally and utterly ignores the history of this big fixture. You very rarely go away from home and batter them. We won't go to Liverpool very often and batter them, and they won't come to us and batter us. And the reality is, they gave it the big un. Salah's the best player ever to play in the Premier League. We've got the best attack in the Premier League. If we can sort our midfield and defence out, we'll be up there with City. Well, you won't. We're the closest thing to City because we're the second best club in the country. It's a fact. It is March the 10th and we are 5 points clear of the third team. That is a fact. Manchester United nullified Liverpool because he's only got one plan and it starts with an A and it ends with an A. And then second half, we just parked the bus. I don't know whether it was an exercise for the Sevilla game, a bit of a training exercise, but first half, we absolutely killed them. Absolutely killed them. Let's take another call. Dylan, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hi Dylan, you're live on the United Stand. Hello?
Oh, wow, deadly. I just want to say I love the channel, by the way. Thanks, Mark.
No worries. Can I just ask you something first? Because the reason I clicked on you is I saw the Alexis Sanchez picture. Now, what did you think about Alexis Sanchez today?
I mean, like, it's kind of the same kind of thing the last couple of days, or couple of games. He's trying his best, but I mean, it's just not working out for him, you know? But I don't think you could knock him. I mean, like, I just love him, and I know he's going to grow into a talent, and I like what Mourinho said, like, it's still early days, and it's hard to kind of come into the team in mid-season, you know, but I think I love him, and I think it was a great signing, to be fair.
I'm a big fan of Sanchez. I said at the start of the game that Sanchez and Rashford need to turn up for this game. I think Rashford sort of turned up for both of them. I thought, Sanchez has got a lot of effort, and I think he will take time. I think he was probably... And when I say worst United player, I don't mean he played bad. I just think if you had to pick somebody who didn't play as well as everyone else, I think Sanchez was trying, and just things weren't coming off. But his effort, he will be class. Have you seen Mourinho's reaction to the match?
I haven't, to be honest. No, not yet. But
no, I haven't seen
I would agree with the Sanchez point. I mean, like, when I seen him taken off, I was like, I didn't want to put any United player down today because it was such a good performance. But I was thinking, he was out of all of them, he was just a little bit disappointing, unfortunately. But no, I just thought today when Rashford got the goals, naturally enough, and I seen the camera go to Southgate in the stands, I almost thought in my head maybe Mourinho had him set up for this game, you know, with all the chat in the papers, he's not going to go to the World Cup. I think Mourinho had it drilled into him today. You go out there now, Garrett's watching you, you prove your point to him, and I think that clicked in him today and worked, you know. I had a feeling there was something about Marcus today, and obviously he delivered the goods, so happy days anyway. I
don't think you're the only one. I mean, so many people were on about Rashford on social media and on the United Stand yesterday. Everyone just seemed to have a feeling he was going to do it, and boy did he do it. And just picking up on that as well, I said it before the game, the fact that England are thinking about not taking Rashford to the World Cup shows you everything that's wrong with England national team. Because he's had a bad 2-3 months, but on his day, he's better than any attacker we've got. And I include Harry Kane in that. He is a different sort of talent that England don't normally have. All right, he might have a bad couple of months till May now, but if you've seen him play today, you take him to the World Cup because there's not many players can do what he did. If Ronaldo did that with the first goal, or Salah, or De Bruyne, they would be, oh, he's the best thing since sliced bread. But, you know, whether Rashford will get all the love he deserves, I hope he does, because that goal was absolutely world class, the first one.
Yeah, he was phenomenal, Mark. And I have to say as well, like, I'm not Chris Smalling's biggest fan, like, but today him going into every tackle, he was showing so much fight and desire and pride in that jersey. It was unbelievable, you know. And I seen when Lallana came on, and often, too many times you see when people play international football, they just let each other go by, or they're shaking hands, or they're all friendly. Lana came into the box and he just threw him to the ground. It was brilliant. Really, I was shouting at the telly. I'm going mad here now, as you can still see, but I just on cloud nine.
I think the reaction to, you know, all the players today were up for it, and maybe, you know, maybe they've heard the feedback from the Chelsea game in the tunnel when they were all shaking hands and stuff like that, and, you know, people weren't happy with it. But today it was a very different thing, and whether that's because it's Liverpool or not, I don't know. But you can't knock that performance from today. And I mean, I don't know, I want to ask you this one, because obviously great call and you're very animated, so I want to know what your thoughts are. You know, I do United Stand week in, week out, day in, day out, and I know there are, and I respect everybody's opinion if it's a reasonable one. There are a lot of fans out there who aren't made up on Mourinho, and even this result today, they'll be saying that second half was rubbish. I'm still not convinced. Where do you sit on Mourinho and Manchester United? I mean, it's.
As I seen the team announced today, right, it kind of surprised me in a couple of places, but I just said, here we are, the chameleon again. He's going to send out an adaptable team and we'll win this. Like, you know, I heard a call, I watch the show nearly every day. Every time I get a notification, I'm on it. And someone came on a couple of weeks ago and they were speaking about how pragmatic he is. And I think it's so true. Like, you know, like, yeah, we don't go out and bliss teams like we were at the start of the year, and we don't play fantastic football all the time, but he's delivering. Like, you know, like if we get a result Tuesday night against Sevilla and we beat Brighton at the next weekend, like, I mean, like, how can you doubt him after that? Like, you know, I just, like, as I said, like, sometimes I've watched United games and Coronation Street's been more interesting, but I mean, like, if we're winning trophies, I think that's what he was brought into, and he's establishing something there from not the best squad in the world. Like, you know, he's after having a tough job, but I reckon give him another year or two, and I tell you, boy, we'll be competing with City big time, I reckon. And I just think as well today, I think that was a little, like, kind of, I know it's only like a marginal thing, but I think that was like something back to Pep, like, oh, you play such fantastic attacking football, you go to Anfield and got bet. We beat them. We drew at Anfield and we won today. Like, I know it's a small minor battle, but I think he'll be like going home tonight, like, in a nicer car, having a glass of champagne and going, right, I'm after getting one over on the league, and rightly so, you know.
Exactly. Fantastic call, Dylan, and please do call in again.
Thanks for the time, Mark. Take care.
You too, pal. And you know what? I said that before this morning as well, or it was on the United Stand Twitter account. It was like, you know, have no illusions about this. The press, the bitter rivals, everybody wants us to lose today. And they haven't got the story they wanted, which is great. Jose Castro says, can't spell Liverpool without an L. No, you can't. And Gungshi's made a contribution as well. Didn't enjoy the second half much at all, but what a freak result. And what a great result, not a freak result. And we even scored Liverpool's goal for them. No, you know what? I'm sorry, you know, sometimes Newcastle, Huddersfield for us, we just had to take those results. And Sky are trying to throw penalties up and stuff like that. But the reality is, if Liverpool are talking about, oh, we should have had a penalty here, there and ever, your goal was an own goal. How much more handouts do you want? How many more handouts do Liverpool do they want? How many more penalties do you want? You didn't create anything. You didn't deserve to get anything. Your goal was an own goal. And if you're now scrapping around for a penalty to make it 2-2, you didn't create anything. Shut up, get out, and forget it. And come back next year and let's see. But if you want to try and take penalties and stuff like that, you don't deserve it. You get what you deserve in a football match. You didn't deserve anything. Jose in, he gets it done, says Island Boy Trucker. Well, you know what? If there are any Liverpool fans watching, you can wallow in your despair for the rest of the weekend, because you know what, we beat you, great, gonna enjoy it, have a few beers tonight, but it's all about Sevilla now, because that's what a big club does. And also what I would say is, Mourinho's just given the template for anybody who wants to beat Liverpool now. He's going to have to find a plan B, because the template is there. The template to beat Liverpool is there. He's just cost Liverpool any hope of the Champions League, because anybody who's watched Liverpool today will know 100% how to beat them. Really, really good. I don't care if Liverpool fans are salty and bitter, then the more the better for me, because that just confirms you know, what we already knew. They're deluded. Sanchez playing in the middle gives us balance, says David Cowie. Thanks for the contribution, David. You are spot on. Let's try this guy. Let's see if we can get him on. I'm trying to get calls on. It's not easy. Hello, Ray. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Ray. You're live on the United Stand. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I want to talk about Manchester United and the great victory today. Really, really superb, and I'm very happy about the game, for real. Like, I've been looking forward to this game for the past week now, and very happy, very excited.
Do you think that were you expecting United to win today? Were you nervous about this fantastic Liverpool side, or did you always feel Mourinho would pull out a result?
Yeah, actually, I've always believed in Jose Mourinho, though. Very special, and like, I would want to believe that the Liverpool games over the past years has been very intense between Jose Mourinho and Liverpool, coming back from the Chelsea days, Champions League and all. But I feel Mourinho really knows how to play Liverpool. If there's one club he really, really knows how to play against, I think it's Liverpool, for real.
Who was your man of the match today?
I think it's Mohamed Salah, our 12th man, for being so isolated and being so like, for him doing he did a very perfect job for us today for disappearing on the field. I think he's the man of the match.
And what you know, I've not asked anybody this. What do you think United are going to achieve this year? I mean, second place in the league would be great. What do you think? Do you think we can win the Champions League, the FA Cup?
Yeah, yeah, the FA Cup I think is very, very realistic, for real. We could win the FA Cup, and about the Champions League, I think the Champions League should be every round at a time. If we could get through to the next round, depends on the opponent and how we're going to approach each game. And everybody has a chance in winning the Champions League. And second position in the league, very fantastic. Although we have so many points between us and Man City, but if we could maybe get to the semi-finals of the Champions League, win the FA Cup, and finish second, very good season. Then we'll start building from there until next season.
Great call. Where are you calling from, pal?
I'm calling from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Ah, great. Okay. Well, thanks for calling.
Yeah. One more thing I want to talk about. I've been watching the United stand for a long time now, and I've had so many people talk about this Sanchez, Martial stuff. I think I really think it's no big deal for Sanchez, for Martial to be playing on the right hand side. If he really wants to be a top player, I feel he will have to try to adjust. He could play any wing. He's still very young. He could learn from Sanchez from the number 11 position, and I think he's still very young to be very versatile, for real. I feel if he really wants to be a top player, he should adjust to any position around the front three. That is what I think.
Good point. Good point. Thanks for calling, and please do call in again.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark.
Cheers, pal.
Good night.
And that leads me on to something else I wanted to talk about, actually, was about Sanchez. I said it in the first half. You know, I don't think Sanchez had a fantastic game compared to everybody else today. He had a good game. But Red Devils Ray United says, I feel bad for Bay because of the own goal. Don't feel bad for him. Bay was my man of the match. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Don't feel bad for Eric Bay. I thought he was absolutely superb. But I just wanted to mention Sanchez. I can't wait for Pogba to come back. I can't wait for Martial to be back fit. Maybe Martial be on the bench. Rashford starts. We can go back to what we had at the start of the season where Rashford and Martial share that left wing role. But Pogba now, if Sanchez isn't playing on the left wing, I think we'll start to see the best out of Pogba. Sanchez centrally, far better than he is on the left wing. Get him off that left wing. That's the most important thing. We've got to stop doing that, I think. But there we go. Can we use Liverpool Fan TV? Yeah, if you want to use my Liverpool Fan TV, you can do it. Just clip it off. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really pleased with that result. I'm going to go out and have a few beers, mate. You know, life's too short. Let's get out. I'm going to go out and have a few beers. That's what I'm going to do. But you've got fan cams coming up. Hopefully they will be up in the next couple of hours. Certainly, hopefully in an hour or so. Match player ratings from Flex and the fans around the ground. Give it a watch. Give them a watch and enjoy it. Bask in it. You know, I always say this. When there's a big result, We don't always beat Liverpool. We haven't beat Liverpool for a while, actually. It's a good couple of years now, so enjoy it. We deserve to win it. Don't fall into Liverpool's trap. Look at our last tweet on Twitter. Don't fall into their trap about penalties. They created nothing. You deserve nothing. You got nothing. Sit down. Anyway, I'll be back at 8 o'clock tonight. Watch out for my video at 8 o'clock. Fan cams coming up in between. Make sure you watch those. Support the channel. Look, the channel, we're nearly at 205,000 subscribers now. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let's get there. We're very, very close. But I'm going to do more of the accent on the 8 o'clock video, so watch out for that. But please support the fan cams. You know, Flex is out there. He's been to Munich. He's been to Sevilla. Hopefully we'll be going somewhere for the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. So make sure you watch the fan cams and support them like you do support all these shows that you do, that we do together. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll speak to you all soon. What a result for Manchester United. Thanks for everyone who's dropped a like. Keep subscribing and keep watching the fan cams when they go up. I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching. What a result. What a day it's been. This is why we love football. This is why we love Manchester United. Absolutely brilliant. So, so pleased. Marcus Rashford reborn. Babe reborn. Bring it on. I feel really confident. Great. Absolutely great.